Hello and welcome back to Food Entertainment for a second review and last review for today, obviously. I liked Fast 5 and man, it was a great review in my opinion. A little too detailed for my liking, but that's because I needed to figure out a obvious release date for the film. That took a little longer than I thought. Remember some names, but definitely fresh off of this. I just watched this one just not a minute ago, actually. Did watch a couple of music videos, but that's about it. Following the movie. But let's talk about Furious 6 from 2013. Now, I know that it's not called Furious 6 in this box set in terms of advertisement, and obviously this wonderful 4K Ultra HD 8-film collection of the Fast and Furious franchise. Before I go on, need I remind YouTube police that I did not declare these films suitable for children, so I will not be clicking on that little button saying that it's made for children, but this is not made for children. These films are definitely adult movies, so I will be saying made for adults, not children. So just let you guys know that. They were monitoring YouTube. All right, well, Furious 6. I don't believe I saw this one in theaters like the last two, because I did see Fast and Furious in theaters. I did see Fast 5 in theaters. But I may or may not have seen Furious 6 in theaters. Maybe, but likely not. I don't remember seeing it in theaters, and I'm usually pretty good with that on memory. But I can definitely say that obviously I now pretty much have seen it in a theater, my theater. For all the new subscribers that I get them all the time, yes, I actually have a legit cinema theater to watch my movies on, which is how I can discover differences without having a 4K actual display. All right. We'll apply the film. We'll make it quicker this time. After discovering, obviously, all our main characters are rich and they are living abroad in other places all around the world, obviously, as fugitives. You cannot enter the USA again. But they're rich because of the heist they did in the previous film. Well, Toretto gets recruited by Luke Hobbs, again played by Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock. And obviously, Toretto being played by Vin Diesel, yet again, for the fifth time. Actually, fourth time. No, actually, yeah, fifth time because he did make a cameo in the third film. All right. He discovers that Letty is still alive, and that she's running with a very bad individual by the name of Owen Shaw, played brilliantly by Luke Evans. Oh man, I do not get it. Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson. Let's not try to get a 30-something-year-old guy. It's a good idea, but if you ever want to please everybody, let's get Luke Evans to play James Bond after Daniel Craig. Just I want to put that out there. I think he'd make a brilliant James Bond. He has everything that's required for it. And he's very demographical in real life, as we all know. And would definitely represent demographics. And well, pretty much his character, Owen Shaw, is the leader of a sort of, I guess what you would call it is a terrorist group made up of street racers that operate out of London, England. And so, Toretto assembles his team and obviously goes off to London to get Letty back. Obviously, Brennan O'Connor and Mia now have a newborn child. Forgive me if I don't remember the name of their son. Sorry, I don't. And of course, O'Connor, again, replayed by Paul Walker. And I think it's Joanna Brewster or some shit like that. It's the actress who plays Mia. And all the crew is in this movie except for two, which of course are our two Cuban jokers from the fourth and fifth movies. They are not in this one. But yes, Diaz, played again by Chris Ludacris. Rome, again played by Tyrese Gibson. I forget her name, but obviously Gail Gamut requires to her role that she first did in Fast and Furious, yet again, for the third time, and last time, unfortunately, in Furious 6. And obviously we have Han. So, yeah, all of our main people are in this movie, and of course now we have Michelle Rodriguez back, is Letty. And obviously the Brazilian detective, obviously, from the previous film. Fast 5, obviously. He was the romantic interest for Dominic Toretto in the previous film, and a little bit in this one. More on her in future films. Basically, they ride out to London to pretty much rescue and bring Letty back. And then they find that they're strung out to actually retrieve pretty much a cyber weapon known as Nightshade that has the ability to blind military personnel as well as an entire city. And it's worth billions. And at the same time of doing that, Toretto does try to convince Letty to come back to him and their family. And of course, Letty has no memory of who she really is due to what happened to her in the fourth movie. And in the end, they do get Letty back, and then Letty joins them to bring the fight to Shaw. And I'll just call him Shaw because I can't used to call him Shaw because when we think of Shaw, we think of obviously Jason Statham's character, who was in the next two films. Deckard Shaw. He does make a cameo at the very end of this movie, I might add. And it kind of makes the bridge between Tokyo Drift in the next films, which is very cool. And of course, it's a very big explosive ending where they have to, with rappelling cords and with engines, try to keep a plane from coming off the ground. And Gail Gamut's character, she was romantic interest, obviously, of Han, ends up sacrificing herself to save him. And obviously, Owen Shaw, as we find out in the next movie, gets very well injured from his encounter with Toretto in the epic fight at the end of the film. Very good, very, very good movie. Definitely one of my favorites out of the series, and I think this is a turning point in a lot of ways for the franchise because going to London and making it more of an international European and American co-production really does add a much bigger flavor. Me being British, I definitely can really respect that. Although I was born and raised in America, my family is very British on both sides. That side of the family actually comes from Scotland as well as East Germany. And my mom's side of the family comes from Wales, England, as well as Ireland, and straight up London in some cases. So yes, I am very European, despite where I was born. Something that probably a lot of you that follow me on this channel probably always wondered. So there you go. Yes, I'm American, but not as American as you think. From choice, I might add. I choose to be the way I am. I'm proud of it. So enough with that. Let's talk about the quality of this movie in our last, minute and a half. I believe this one's in 2.35. I'm pretty sure that it is. I will check real quick, but I'm pretty sure that it is, and why we're doing that, well, we'll talk about the quality too. The picture is very, very good in this one. Yeah, 235. Wow. Nice. I like it when it's in 235 when it comes to movies. The Year HDR display in Dolby Vision display is really going to be happy with this. There's so much dark sequences in this movie, and it's very, very neutral. Not many bright sequences. Most of this film takes place at night with dark sequences, and it is very, very good looking. Very good looking. Very good black levels. I was pretty astonished. I thought the Fast Furious Part 5, also known as Fast 5, was really the best I've seen. This one is even better when it comes to the HDR in Dolby Vision, at least it appears, with good black levels and higher contrast. The DTS-X sound presentation is very, very explosive. It's a little balanced with the overhead effects, but it is very explosive. Lots of very good bass, lots of insanity on the intensity of the sound presentation. So your theater's going to get a big workout for sure. In my opinion, this has always been one of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time for my review of Furious 7, which may still be my absolute #1 favorite one. And I will see you guys next time for that.